This is the Iowa Weather Report for Thursday, August 20th, 2015, and now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. At 1 p.m. this afternoon, you can see a trough axis moving away from the state. That's going to take the cloudiness, the fairly cold temperatures we saw on Wednesday, off to our east. We're going to see sunshine returning, and we're also going to see the 70s return as well. And that's what the temperatures will be, mainly in the 70s. Lower 70s in our northeastern counties to the mid to upper 70s in our southwestern counties, with mostly sunny skies around. Humidity levels will be very tolerable both today and on Friday. We'll see a slight increase in the temperature here on Friday, back into the 70s and lower 80s in some areas, especially our southern and western counties. Still mainly sunny around the state. As we go into Saturday, a system is going to be approaching from the west, and it'll still be west of the state for most of the day, so Saturday looks to be fairly dry. Highs in the upper 70s through the 80s across the area, and then we'll have that system come through Saturday night into the first half of Sunday. There could be a bit of shower and thunderstorm activity. Some of it could be strong, especially Saturday evening in our northwestern and northern counties. Otherwise, better chances of severe weather will be to our north. Rainfall amounts about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch for most areas. And then as soon as that system is gone, we move into the new work week and the beginning of the school year for many in the state, which begins on Monday. It'll be fairly decent on Monday, with highs mainly in the 70s to around 80, and then the temperature slowly increases as the winds turn southerly throughout the week, so we'll see an increase in the temperatures, maybe a degree or 2 or 3 each day as we move toward the middle of next week. And you see here on Wednesday, we pretty much are dry, sunny, maybe a few clouds around, highs. By that point, upper 70s to lower and middle 80s across the area, with no real threat of any weather around. And you'll see why. We have a ridge beginning to take shape over the southern and southeastern about third of the country. Main storm track well to our north and northwest, where most of the storm systems are going to be traversing through Canada. And with that, that's going to keep a lot of the precipitation away from the state. Maybe some trying to squeeze into our northwestern counties late next week. Other than that, it's going to be fairly dry for most of next week. And as you'll see in the extended period, as we move into the extended period, that ridge is still in place at this point. It's with a trough over the west, so it'll be quite stormy, especially in the northwest. But around here, it's going to be very dry, fairly warm, highs likely in the 80s. Maybe a shower or storm around, but the GFS not really hinting at it at this point. Some activity across the Gulf Coast, back up into the Ohio River Valley. Storm system moving into the north and west. And then as we go to the end of the period, the first couple of days of September really don't look much different. Pretty much the storm track across the north and west, up into Canada, and across far northern New England and the Canadian Maritimes. So we could be going into a stretch of maybe a week to a week and a half of fairly dry and somewhat warm temperatures as we head into the end of August and into September. But things can still change at this point, so confidence is not too high, at least at this time. Satellite image from last evening. See, the storm system that brought the cloudiness and the fairly drizzly and showery weather the last few days is moving off to our east, and from here westward, not much going on across the area at this point. The watch warning map shows it's fairly quiet across the entire country. Flash flood watches around western New York State. Little bit of air quality problems in the north and west. That's with quite a few wildfires going on in the north and west. The QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days. This goes through Monday evening at 7 o'clock, showing rainfall maybe about 1/4 to maybe up to 1/2 an inch. Some areas may get more and some areas may get a lot less than that.